Shalom Aleichem, and welcome to Online Smicha, a program which is dedicated to give each and every one a taste and flavor of the study of Halacha, with the potential, through its rigid program and structured schedule, to become a Moira Hira, a person able to paskin a din. In davening we say, Sheniske v'nichye v'nirash tova v'rachal l'shnei yemais Mashiach el chayei ha'olam haba. May we merit the time of Mashiach and the life of Olam Haba. In benching we say, Harachaman hu yizakein l'yimais HaMashiach u'l'chayei ha'olam haba. May we be worthy to reach the time of Yimais HaMashiach and the life of Olam Haba. The final statement in Shas says, Tana Devei Eliyahu, Kol Asherna Halachis B'chol Yoyim Muftach Leishu Ben Olam Haba. It was taught in the yeshiva of Eliyahu, one who studies halacha every day is one who is guaranteed that he is a ben olam haba. Not only as part of Klal Yisrael, where every Jew has a chelek le'olam haba, but he becomes a ben olam haba, one just like a son who inherits his father, he has a part of olam haba, and it's muftach le, it is guaranteed, and that's all by the study of halacha. Studying of halacha, the word halacha, this part of Torah that they got the name halacha, says in Svarim, the reason for that is because this part of Torah, the halacha part of Torah, is what makes the person go. Halacha mi lashon halicha. It elevates him and makes him move from this world and acquires him a place in Olam Haba. When the Tzemach Tzedek quotes this pirush, for the reason it being called halacha, he says v'yafeh chivin, a geshmak pshat. So not only the halichas olam, not only the teva, the nature of the olam hazeh, is controlled and dependent on the fulfillment and study of halacha, but through studying and fulfilling halacha properly, you are a muftach that you are a ben olam haba for the world to come. Ultimately, nobody is exempt from this study, as the Ramban says in Parshas HaKarbonos, nefesh kisechta, God forbid a soul that commits a crime, commits an avera, he's obligated to bring a carbon chatas. Why, says the Ramban? After all, he was only a shoygeg, it was by accident. Says the Ramban, an avera which is done, even by shoygeg, even b'shoygeg, causes a person a blemish, a mum, rachman al-tzlan on his nefesh. And the only way he could clean himself, purify himself, is by bringing a carbon. By carbon asham tali, somebody who does an avera, not sure if he even did it, he ate something, he did not know if he ate something which was not permitted. So the Seforno asks, why do we allow him to bring a carbon? After all, it could be a carbon which is not needed. Says the Seforno, one who runs his life in a way that he is constantly in a doubt, or he puts himself in the position of a doubt, that he doesn't know what's right or wrong, that alone is an obligation. For that alone, he's obligated to bring a carbon. That obligates a person for a carbon. As the Vilna Gaon says, if somebody does one of the mitzvahs that Hashem does not allow you to do, someone does a loisese, the reason is because he just didn't know that it was wrong. Says the Gra, Zel Viduim Yikola Viduim. This is the biggest confession that a person can make. I'm sorry, I didn't know what was right and what was wrong. This charge of studying halacha is in the time of Galus. The Gemara tells us, from the time the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed, the main dwelling place of Hashem is in the place where they study and fulfill halacha. In the time of the Beis Hamikdash, there was a dedicated room called Lishkas Hagazis, where the Sanhedrin would paskin the halachas for the appropriate times. Each and every one of us has a home. As the Lubavitcher Rebbe says, quoting from the Medrash, V'shachanti v'soicham, v'soich kol echad v'echem Yisrael, each and every one of us has to make our home a Beis Hamikdash, a Mikdash Ma'at. There is somebody somewhere in your home. There has to be this Lishkas Hagazis, somebody who knows the halacha of how to run a Jewish home and how to paskin what's needed as the time goes. As the Chavetz Chaim would say, a Yid has a Shulchan Aruch, and the Shulchan Aruch tells you what to do from the minute you wake up until the moment you go to sleep. So because we have that clear instructions, the textbook, the Shulchan Aruch, a person, a Yid, Baruch Hashem, could say, I am not confused. I know what I have to do. I have a clear instructions. Lahavdul Agoy, that he doesn't have a Shulchan Aruch, he walks around most of the day confused. What's my next move? I don't know what to do. I don't have a Shulchan Aruch. The study of Halacha could reach to the next level, besides being responsible for your own Da'al Damas, your own home. If Hashem grants you the schus that you lead a community, or you are someone who people turn to ask a shayla, as Rabbi Akiva Eiger says, that is a tremendous responsibility. So much so that in Birchas Krishma, where we say V'har eineinu b'seresecha, says Rabbi Akiva Eiger, that's applying to the Einei Ha'eda, the eyes of the community, the leaders of the community. Everybody prays to Hashem that the leaders of the community should have the right state of mind to paskin the right way. It's a tremendous responsibility, as it's brought in Hayom Yom, that the Rebbe Rashab once told a chassid, a Rav, he told him, you should know the responsibility of a Rav is that in his hands lays the difference, lays the threshold between elevating his people of his community, or God forbid, the opposite. I'd like to conclude that this important study of Halacha comes with tremendous amount of perks, tremendous amount of schar. Not only what we said before, Muftach Leishu Ben Elam Haba, but the Gemara says in Avodah Zarah, Ashaperia Yitem Beitei, Va'aleyu Layibel, says the Gemara, that when somebody produces fruit, referring to, according to Tosafos, the study of Eirah, study of Halacha, then the Gemara guarantees you, the Pasuk guarantees you, Va'aleyu Layibel, his leaf will not wither. In other words, whatever he touches will be successful. So let us all join and give ourselves more chayas to the study of Halacha, join into this great program, and hopefully, be'ezras Hashem Yisparach, we could advance in our Torah study. Shkoyach, thank you.